President Metsola, welcome to Dublin and to Ireland. I want to welcome your commitment to supporting continued peace on this island and to preventing any return to a hard border in this country. And indeed, I welcome your comments about the need to address the cost of living and housing crisis that is gripping Europe and is very significantly impacting on this country. I do have to, however, say that I believe it is long past time that the European institutions acknowledged the role that they have played, particularly in response to the economic crisis after 2008 and the decisions of the Troika to impose absolutely swingeing, cruel and brutal austerity in this country, which is not a historical matter, but has left us with an absolutely dire, cruel housing crisis that is inflicting utter misery on record numbers of people in homeless accommodation and tens of thousands who are affected by the lack of affordable housing and public housing. Europe has a very great responsibility in the decisions it made in that regard, and indeed the crisis that continues to grip our health service, where we were forced to cull thousands of health workers and have left us with a pretty grim legacy for our health services today, which are overrun. But I also want to question the assertion that you made about a superpower of values and principles, because when you condemn rightly the brutal invasion by Vladimir Putin of Ukraine, his inexcusable criminal warmongering in Ukraine, but fail at the same time to condemn the crimes against humanity and the apartheid system that Israel is perpetrating against the Palestinian people, and which has for decades now, as most recently publicised by Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, the UN Special Rapporteur, that you, when you went to the Knesset in May, said not a word about the illegal occupation of Palestinian territory. You did not condemn the apartheid regime. The European Union does not call for sanctions in the way it has against Russia. It does not assert the legitimacy of Palestinian people's right to resist an illegal occupation of their land and territory and to resist the criminal apartheid regime that is imposed on them. Those double standards cannot stand. That is not a superpower of principles, that is a superpower of double standards. And you will know that even 6 MEPs from the Parliament, of which you are President, were at the time denied access to go in and monitor the crimes of Israel against the Palestinian people, and the human rights organisations in Palestine wrote to you asking you to speak out against that, which you have failed to do. We need consistency and real principles when it comes to these matters, President.
Try and stick to the 11th time. Now, on behalf of the regional group,